Hello, this is Johnny Cycles of CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Keeping Modern Janky. This is our third league match for our Gruul Hydra's deck, Hydra's Tribal deck in Modern. We have some support pieces and some ramp and some interaction. We don't have any payoffs, but I'm going to run it. I like it. I'm going to keep it and trust in the magic gods. The Ozolith on turn 1 or Utopia Sprawl on turn 1? That is the question. Which one gives us the greater payoff? Honestly, they're both amazing cards. We're on the play, so we might regret not running out of Utopia Sprawl if we draw something like a Kiora or a Domri. And it does allow us to play around Spell Pierce on turn 2 if we don't. So I think we'll run out the Utopia Sprawl. Go get a Forest. Put it on Forest for the Plukernos that I'm sure we're going to draw right on time next turn. And see what our opponent's up to. Okay, it's Burn. What are we drawing? Hardened Scales. Alright. Play the Hardened Scales and the Ozolith. Okay, well, we definitely do not have a plan against Burn. I have not seen Burn in League play in I don't know how long. So we don't even have any life gain anywhere in our 75. I assume Burn was not a... I mean, it's... People love Burn, but I was more or less assuming it was not a much of a live deck anymore. Alright, we're going to go ahead and fetch so that we can bolt the Goblin Guide after the trigger, in case it's not a land and we want to keep it, because a Hydra right now would be really sweet. Did they skip their combat? No. Alright, here goes the combat. What do we see? A land. Oh, what's the worst here? I mean, a bolt takes... I think we're just going to have to bolt it. I mean, we'd hate to see one of their... like the plotted bird. Maybe that's why Burn has made a comeback, is because of that new spell, the plotted spell. Give us a Hydra deck. We need pressure. Like, whoa. Without pressure, we're in a whole lot of trouble. Man, we are not... So much for the magic gods. We fetched twice. We're going to blow up this Sunbaked Canyon, though. We have fetched twice, and so far flooded out. We've drawn all lands this game, which is not a recipe for beating Burn. We're at 16. It's a high life total. Hello. But it is not going to get us there if we don't draw some kind of pressure. Goldvein Hydra would be our best draw, because we could just start attacking with Vigilance to preserve our life total. We have 2 forests. I mean, holy moly, what kind of luck. Alright, magic gods, this is not... Our burn deck, our burn opponent doesn't seem to have the best start either. They're at 4 cards, they played a single creature and a single Rift Bolt. So it looks like we might... I mean, we're dodging one of their best starts, but if we don't draw a Hydra like this next turn, it's not going to matter. If we do draw a Hydra this next turn, then we might have a chance, because we're down to 10 already. And they probably have, if they don't have creatures, they have, 9 points of burn in hand. The Hydra would be a 4/4, 5/5, and that's a 4 turn clock still, so I don't even know if it's fast enough. We needed to hit that Hydra last turn to have a chance. Okay, well, of all the burn cards we don't want to see, that's the one we don't care about. I mean, yeah, it's a clock, but oh my gosh. Okay, well, sometimes you draw all lands the entire game. Sometimes you draw all lands. Our opponent's got to be like, what the heck is this deck doing? Gruul, Hardened Scales? They're not playing any creatures. Maybe our opponent will flood out with all lands too, or all 3 drops and not hit a land. That would be nice. I mean, there's no accounting for this, folks. I hate, you get, this deck has done so well in the practice matches. You get into a league, you want to, represent. You want to show, okay, this deck is powerful. It can compete. And then you draw lands every single turn of the game against burn. Watch, we'll fetch. We're going to blow up a land at the end of their turn. I don't even know if it's worth it, to be honest. That gives them 3 mana. And maybe just helps them kill us faster. And then also, what's the likelihood we're going to draw another land? I'm going to trust in the Magic Gods. I still don't think it's going to be fast enough if we hit a Hydra right here. But at least I'm going to trust it's not going to be a land. Yeah, Kiora. Alright. Thank you, Kiora. You're on time to the party. You're on time. Welcome to turn 5 Kiora and no Hydra. Okay, so 3 cards in hand. Our opponent, if they have double burn at the end step, we're definitely dead. But maybe they don't. At which point, a Hydra off the top would be 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's just pay for the green, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. And then, that's pretty good, right? It's still a 3-turn clock. Oh, I think we're dead to their last card. It's probably a bolt or something. They've had a slow hand too. We just could not find anything. We could not find anything. But I mean, they're not killing us. Maybe they're hoping to see what we're running to have some idea. And then the question is, do we show them? We're down. We're down to 2. The Ozolith. The deck mocks us. The deck mocks us. Look at all this beautiful mana. The beautiful mana. We have so much mana. Man, this is painful. Painful. Well, like I said, I really want to show you all the power of this deck. We've seen it in certainly match 2. But we're getting lucky against burn in the sense that we're on turn 6 and we're not dead from burn. It's incredible. And we're getting so unlucky though with look at this flood. I mean, so much flood. Even now we're dead to the rolling vortex triggers. Even if they just draw nothing but lands the rest of the game, we're dead to rolling vortex triggers. Oh man. Well, sometimes it'd be like that. There's some action. Where were y'all earlier, huh? Look at that. Still not even that great. Just the 1 Hydra and the next, whatever, 7 turns. Okay, well, what do we want to do? Could bring in Brotherhoods in as a sort of catch-all. The Ozolith, it's unlikely they're going to be killing many of our Hydras to begin with. And if they do, I just don't know if it's that. So that we can bring in basically as a just way to catch back up if they get a big board state out of with a fast start with creatures, because I know they're playing they must be playing more creatures and they've gotten unlucky. Endurances we could bring in just simply as another blocker, but I don't know if that's worth it. We want to keep our aggressive start to have a chance. Okay, deck, let's just... Do I need to give you a timeout again? It worked for match 2. This was just a terrible, terrible display. I mean, just terrible luck of flood. I mean, the flood was real. I'm keeping it. We got a little bit of ramp. We're going to have to name red. And that's okay. We can start getting out baby Hydras. And the first Goldvein will give us treasures to make the next one bigger. If we don't hit lands or anything else. We're not going to be taking lowering our life total currently. And we just have to race. I mean, that's our only way we're going to win this is by racing. So we don't have any life gain. So we'll run out this baby Goldvein, and then when it dies, get the treasure tokens to run out a bigger Goldvein. And hopefully along the way either make land drops or cure. We'd love to draw just straight up cure this turn. That would be our best draw. Goblin Guide. Draw us a land, Mr. Goblin Guide, like you did last game. And then, hey. Hey. Does this change things? Do we want to write? We have so much action. So much action. I think it might. I mean, we will get blown out by some of their burn spells. Baby Goldvein. We can get in for 2 and block. Man, this is such a good card. And assuming they're going to kill it, and it gives us a bigger and bigger threat as the game goes on, right? So next turn, if they kill it, we get the 2 treasures plus a land drop. Maybe hopefully not. The Goblin Guy will draw us a non-shock land to make the next threat even bigger. And we'll just keep scaling up from there. If they answer the next one. I mean, we're okay blocking. We'll trade with this Goblin Guy just to get the treasure tokens since we have another one in hand. It comes back stronger. Looks like they're making land drop shenanigans are being set up. Destructive Revelry. Oh, that's too bad. I wanted that Utopia Sprawl. We had big plans for that Utopia Sprawl, sir. They know what's coming, though. They know another one is coming if they attack, and they can't attack. Hardened Scales. Setting up for next turn. We're going to attack again. We don't mind. We want those treasure tokens, and our opponent knows it. They know. I mean, this is what we were missing last game. We were missing all the action. We're just drawing all the action. So now our opponent's trying to decide if they're going to block and give us treasure tokens and get hit by something bigger. Because the next thing coming going to be real big. They're just going to take it. Goldvein Hydra, locking down burn. It's too powerful. So next turn we can just run out a Shivan Devastator and start swinging in through the air. Or we could just run out another Goldvein Hydra and say, I dare you to kill me, or I dare you to take it. So if we hit a land, the Devastator will be 2, 3, 4, 4, which is pretty good. We don't want 3 3s are easily killed, and if it's not a Goldvein Hydra, then we don't want to make it easily killed. If they tap out, though, we'll probably just. All right, they're tapping out. Are they going to swing now? Still holding down the fort, it looks like. The race is on. We'd love an untapped land. That would be the best draw. All right, well. We could. All right, we go to 9. They could have 9 points of burn in hand after they draw, and we're dead. We could also just run out another Goldvein Hydra. They tap down, so we run out the Shivan. We're going to have to fetch no matter what at some point, right? The Shivan Devastator would be a 3/3. That's 5. That's just not enough. It makes me sad, but we're going to do it. Is it going to be fast enough? Opponent's got to be thinking now, okay, it's worth blocking. Okay, so that right now we just need to hope they don't have 9 points of burn in hand. And if they don't have 9 points of burn in hand, or a way to kill our creatures, then they're dead. Swift Spear. We don't mind. Don't think they can kill us dead with us. Well, maybe they can actually. 3 goes to 6. Prismatic Ending on the Hydra. Alright, we're going to 7. That's not a lot, but I think it's going to be okay. I don't think they can kill us dead next turn. Kiora. Because what we can do is go, let's see, they're at 8. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There'll be a 6/6. So we can make a 6/6 Goldvein and keep it up for blocking too. Man, but opponent's gonna be on the play in game 3, and burn on the play is a scary thing. I don't think they have a way out of this. I mean, we can block no matter what. So unless they need a land and 2 Boros Charms. Prismatic Ending and a Lightning Bolt also doesn't do it, although it'd be a close thing. And we'll be blocking for days if they decide they want to attack. Boros Charm. Yep. And our wood is dead this way. That is also a way to kill us. Boros Charm and 3 Lightning Bolt, and we're dead. Is that their last card? It looks like it is. Wow. Alright, well, that fetch land, guys. That was it. I fetched. I knew going to 9 was a dangerous number. I can't believe it. We flooded out so hard in game 1, and then game 2, just narrowly, their last 2 cards, the perfect 2 cards of burn with Boros Charm and a Lava Spike. Well, we're gonna have to put this one behind us and get on to match 3. For CyclesGaming, or match 4. For CyclesGaming.com, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Man, double Brotherhood's end. All right, well, anyway, man, that's a tough loss. That one's. I would actually expect us to lose to burn most of the time if you don't have any life gain and it's really hard to race burn. But it felt like this match we should have had a chance. We did have a chance and we should have won that one. I mean, game 1, just the major flood stopped us from even having a chance. But they had a slow burn hand, so like with their kind of slow hand, if we'd had the hand we had this game in game 1, we would have won game 1. Game 2, look how close it was. That fetch, the one fetch, it would have made a difference. I don't even know, because it would have been a 3/3 versus a 4/4 on the Shivan Devastator. We'd be at 1 versus 0. I don't know. If you're watching and you have an opinion, let me know. Should I have fetched that land? In hindsight, again, and we drew more lands, maybe it wouldn't have mattered. Or actually, I don't think we did. But at that one point, it was just enough. Our opponent had just the right answers. Okay, well, maybe it's our turn for the next match to always have the right answers. This time I'm really peacing out. Alright, catch y'all on the next one. This has been another edition of Keeping Modern Janky with Johnny Cycles. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my website, cyclesgaming.com, for original Magic the Gathering content. You can read about my Commander decks or my Janky Modern brews. My latest article is about the Zombie Precon and its effect on Commander. I'll give you a couple different deck lists. If you're interested in a science fiction/fantasy novel, be sure to check out my book, The Podcon. I'm publishing it serially, a couple chapters every month. Again, thanks for watching. Check me out on YouTube, Johnny Cycles. Click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one.